Alright, so we're going to talk about lighting effects, some generic OSL effects, very basic stuff for things like the void shield generator. So we've got the top globe on one of the spires of the void shield generator, and we're going to do this in a blue glow. I tend to do it with a little bit more top down, making this top piece here in the center kind of your main focal point of light. So that's how we're going to direct this. We've already mixed up the first shade of blue, and that's going to be UK Azure Blue from Model Air. It's a Vallejo paint. So we've mixed that up, and we're gonna cover this orb, and we're also going to overspray down the spire a little bit to try and get us the start of some of that lighter light. So we want to do the darker shaded parts first. So we're going to turn on our compressor, and we're going to get going. So we're gonna do it very lightly. The way I've mixed it, with the way I've mixed the paint down, you can reduce your airflow a little bit. So here we go, real nice and easy. For now, we just want to get the orb first. Fortunately, we don't have to be super clean with this because we're about to overspray it. Okay, so we've got it all, we've got the orb blue. And now what we're going to do is, I'm going to use a little bit of air. I'm not pulling any paint, I'm just doing air to get this a little bit drier. And now we're going to overspray. So what you want to do is direct the, I'm going to do it from this angle now, and then I'll pull it back to my normal way. So what you can see here is we're going to come down the length of the spire at a, pointing along the edge here of this sphere, and we're going to let the paint hit this part of the spire. So you want to do it very carefully. I am intentionally spraying beyond it, of course. And my fingers are in a key spot. You can see there's paint going on my fingers. It's because I'm trying to prevent any further overspray beyond that. This is a very similar tactic to zenithal priming, or highlighting. So you can see that the whole top part of here is very bright. I'm overdoing it on this one, guys. You're going to see the difference when we come up with the next brighter color, or the brighter shade of blue. So what we're going to do is clean out the paint cup, switch to our next blue, and pick it up. Alright, so we've gone and done the lighter blue for the spire. What we're going to do next is now we've pre-mixed with light sea blue, which is another Vallejo Model Air color, and what we're going to do is cover the orb again, and then we're going to overspray, but we're not going to overspray nearly as much. What's going to happen is we want the lighter blue to still show at the bottom. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. We're going to turn on that compressor again. And again, we're going to go ahead and start from the top down. Now I'm not going to go and spray the entire orb again. We are going to start top down. Make sure your paint's mixed. So But the reason I don't want to go fully top down is because I want the brightness to start at the top. Just looking essentially down the barrel now. I want to make sure the top of those skulls near my finger are going to get covered a little bit. There we go. Alright, so now with that transition, let me fix this side a little bit, guys. Now with that transition, we should still get that lighter color. And if you look at it from specific angles, it's actually going to look like the light is coming from the top down. Okay? What we're going to want to do next is come back and hit it with white at the very top. And what we'll do there is really kind of just bring it home with the brightest central part of the spire. So we're going to go ahead and switch out the paint cup, clean it out, move over to white, and give it another look. Alright, so now that we've got the two shades of blue, we're ready to top it all off, figuratively and literally, with a little bit of white at the top. And this is just to bring the focal point of the brightest spot, or hottest spot, up here at the top. That's just the way I wanted to design this spire. So what we're gonna do is we're going straight to white. This is pure white. It's just Vallejo white, monolayer white. So I know there's different shades of white that you can get. All I'm gonna do is right on this top centerpiece, just hit it. A little bit. Pop. We have another one we've been working on, so just real quick, just really subtle. You can go a little bit around the sides very, very lightly, but that's only if you're kind of really comfortable with your brush control. Alright, so there you go. That top's bright white. If you look at it top down, you should be able to kind of get an idea, or even if you look at it bottom up, it's just supposed to feel like it's glowing from above. Or top down, it's supposed to. Here, we'll change the angle a little bit. You can see white, the bright blue, and then you can see the light blue. So that's how I do my blue through an airbrush. This is just tabletop quality. We're not going kind of to that above and beyond. This is just how I do a really quick tabletop quality glow effect with an airbrush. You could probably try and do this with some dry brushing, although it's a little bit more work than I would prefer for a quick tabletop workup. So gives you the effect you're looking at without getting too over the top. You could definitely go and add in some additional blends here if you want to take it up a notch for that additional quality. What we're going to do later in another video is come back and show you how to do a very similar thing with the lights here, My spires are going to glow green, so we're going to have like little tiny eyes and stuff like that glowing with a little bit of green here. So it's going to be a similar principle. So tune in for that video.